Dude, can I tell the story?
Yeah,
Okay.
turn your phone off.
Yeah, it's off.
You yelled at me for not having. Oh, fucking.
Okay, we went to a baptism, and it was our little kids, not little kids. It was our friend's baptism, and it was his little brother's baptism. So we all went, and on our way, halfway through the ride, our friend Corinna goes, "Hey David, I have some good clickbait for you." David caught them having sex in my Tesla, and I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, oh, okay, I don't know what that means, and I just kind of ignored it. And then I thought back to it, and I'm like, okay, maybe there's something funny we can talk about with that, like starting the vlog.
Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification to get notified about new posts and to help the channel grow.
So I turned on my camera, and I'm like, Corinna, after 5 minutes, I'm like, Corinna, say that line one more time. And she didn't say anything for like 3 seconds. And I turned back, and she's giving my friend a blowjob in the back of my own car, in my own Tesla. And it was fucking great. It was hilarious. It was hysterical. And I mean, they were like, absolutely not. You're not using this. They were so against the footage. Jason was there. I'm not telling Jason the story. I'm telling you guys the story.
I literally saw her head come up.
Yeah, we saw her head come up. We even saw a little bit of saliva. Like it was the real thing. I even had to cut around the part where there may have been a penis in the play. But yeah, so we got out, and I was like, oh, I'm 100% putting that in the vlog. That's hilarious. And then we argued with them. They didn't want it in, and I'm just like, that's bullshit. It's my car. I want to be able to put this in. And after a lot of convincing and me giving them a shout out, they let me put it in the video,
right?
Which I was really excited about.
A lot of convincing.
A lot of
They were on the fence about putting it in. They really were like, we don't know.
It came down to the last couple of hours before I had to post. And I posted it, and I thought it was hilarious. It was like a gem. Like things like, how often are your friends getting head in the back of your Tesla? Like that doesn't happen often. And everyone in the fucking comments just fucking tore my friend Todd and Corinna up, just ridiculous. Like, it was so insane.
What were some of the comments?
Everybody was saying, like, fuck those two. I never want to see him in a video ever again. They're so disrespectful. David worked hard for that car, and you guys are disrespecting him inside his car around all your friends. You guys don't give a fuck about your friends. And I'm just like, dude, I'm telling you, like, Jason and I went through them. I went through maybe 1,000 or 2,000 comments of people just saying, fuck those guys. That was so disrespectful, which I was so confused by. So confused by. Never in a minute. Like, what did you think when I told you about those comments?
Oh, I was baffled. I don't understand your generation at all. It makes no sense to me. Like, the idea that you would take it that far. That they're disrespecting your car, it makes no sense.
It's that they're disrespecting me. That, like, I bought the car. That's what people are saying.
I think people are just hearing a lot about how we have to, like, be nice about personal space.
Be super PC.
And they're just taking it too far.
I
think it's all
insane.
Kids.
When I saw they have to be all kids.
It's all 15-year-olds, like, forming their opinion about
There's
life.
no way those are people my age saying shit like that. They're like, there's no way. Like, I grew up, like, I even DM'd this to a girl that was like giving them shit for it. First of all, I thought it was the best car ride we've ever been a part of, like, hands down.
It was the funniest night of the year. Hands down, it was hilarious. I've been in cars where people have had sex before, and it's funny if it's a group of friends.
And it's even better that I'm a vlogger, and I'm obviously going to fucking vlog it, and we were on our way to a baptism. Like, the whole thing was perfect. And
you know what I think it is? I think a lot of girls are jealous that they weren't giving Todd head.
There were a lot of girls that were jealous, too, and they admit it.
I think, but I also think that's jealousy. Like, that comes out. That's how it comes out. Because they're slightly jealous.
Well, regardless, that's what happened. And I even DM'd a girl. I'm like,
what'd she say?
I just DM'd this girl. I'm like, I have no idea how you thought that was possibly disrespectful. Like, we're a group of friends. Like,
how old was this girl?
No idea. I'm like, we're a group of friends. This wasn't Todd and Corinna giving a blowjob on a public bus. Like, we're literally a group of friends in a car. Like, when I grew up, when I was in high school, and my friends and I would have sleepovers, I shit you not, I can count multiple times where someone woke up with a ball sack in their mouth. Like, that was just fucking kids being kids. Right. Like, it wasn't gross. We weren't being rapey. We weren't sexually harassing anybody. Those were our jokes. it's just like that's our friend group. Those were its boundaries. Like doing that, like it's fucking gross. But like a kid would wake up and a guy's being tapped on his face with a ball sack, and he'd just be like, "Get the fucking shit out of my way!" Probably punch him in the stomach, and then they'd move on. They'd laugh about it, and then the next sleepover, he'd try to get him back and put his asshole in his mouth. Like it's
Those days are over.
yeah. It's
You're even for you.
it's ridiculous. to
Literally
me.
since Harvey Weinstein, that's which was awful. But that's all gonna change now.
But
I think it's gonna be very different.
I think it's I get doing things like that to people you don't know, but like the people watching our video, I don't know if they don't realize that we're a group of close friends. Like they're not making anybody uncomfortable by getting a blowjob in the back of a car. It's fucking hilarious. That's all it is it's really funny. Right. And the reason they did it obviously is because they want it was a thrill of it. It was a car full of our friends, and I vlog everything they do. So if they possibly got away with it, it would have been fucking hysterical.
Right? They would have had a great laugh on you later that night.
Yeah, they would have.
Like, I sucked you off, and David didn't even see it.
They would have come up to me later in the night and been like, "I just gave Todd a blowjob, and you had no idea."
And I would have eaten you alive.
It would have pissed me off. I would have been like, "Fuck you! Next time, you let me know, and I want to film that shit." But I still would have. It's just. I was just so confused because, like, I'm not saying put your ball sack in everybody's face. Like, that's not what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I
I'm
know
saying
you're not.
it was just a group of close friends fucking doing a bunch of shenanigans. Is so completely normal.
Maybe
And
people are just really
I don't know.
artists have like smaller boundaries than us. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell because I've never been friends with other people that haven't been like me.
I couldn't justify any of the comments saying how disrespectful it was. Like I couldn't understand them.
Maybe it's all like Christian people.
I didn't understand where they were. I don't even know if it's that, dude. I mean, I had Christian friends. It's just let me know on Twitter. What
They
you
also
guys
could
think.
be 8.
Yeah, they could also be 8. Which
Like
is
I have some friends who have teenage daughters, and like these are like really, really good kids.
Yeah.
And that I how I receive like girls who are like 14, 15, like for sex and stuff, they're just like
ew.
they're just like ew.
Yeah, it's gross.
They're just not into it, and then so they're just gonna say that, and I think that's who's leaving the comments.
Yeah. I mean, I did see a bunch of older girls say that too.
You did?
Not really. No, I was just kind of trying to balance it out.
Oh, so basically, you're sitting here getting upset over what a bunch of 14-year-olds.
I mean,
I really.
I don't know how old these kids were, but it's just like it stresses me out because like I don't know. I'm not saying you need to put your balls in someone's face to have a good relationship with a friend.
Right.
But it's just
I
like
mean, that's how we get on, but
that's how me and Jason actually met. My balls were right on his eyeball.
well, I needed the money.
And yeah.
And you know, and it helped me out during that time. It wasn't bad. I think that yeah, you're in a weird spot because your content is not for 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
But that's who watches. That's a lot of the people watch it.
Yeah.
14.
Scott's bio is I make adult content for kids.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it.
Right.
And that's what I do.
That's what you do.
It's like the Family Guy of like the younger kids, but
Right.
not as funny. But the problem is like, I don't know. There is no problem. I just want to clear the air and definitely say that none of us were uncomfortable at all.
Yeah, and leave Todd and Corinne alone because they were just having fun.
And I could 100% speak on all of us, Big Nick and Brandon. We thought it was fucking hysterical.
Yeah, none of us felt like, oh, they disrespected us in any way.
I don't know. That's so crazy. That's so.
Although you might have to burn the car now.
I have to burn the car.
Yeah.
But
Which is unfortunate.
that's okay.
But you have a Lamborghini coming on Monday, right?
I don't have a Lamborghini. We went to the Lamborghini dealership and I checked out their cars. So expensive for such shitty cars. I'm sorry, but Lamborghinis are not nice cars. If you've ever driven in a Tesla and then you go to a Lamborghini, you'll realize that it's.
I didn't understand the loudness of it. I didn't get it. Like, why
you
would
were
you
like
want
an old grandma. We sat down in a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
He let me turn it on, and Jason plugged his ears right away. And he's like, "Is there something wrong?"
No, I did. I was like, is it always this loud or does this? Because it was right when you started. I thought, well, maybe at first it's very loud.
No, I mean that's what they're known for.
How do you listen to music? How do you talk?
You don't.
Maybe it's
You've never been in a loud car. You actually can't even hear yourself talk to anybody.
really.
Yeah, if it's like driving fast, you can't hear. It's just that's the fun of a loud car.
Well, we don't want that.
Well,
Let's take it back.
we never got it.
Oh
Jason.
yeah, right. What plan